After my videos on lithium iron phosphate and nickel manganese cobalt, one comment kept showing up. People asked, "What about nickel cobalt aluminum?" So I went deep on NCA, examining what makes it different, how it ages compared to the other two, and what the 2026 real-world data actually shows. Here is everything NCA owners need to know. First, let me clarify which cars we are talking about. NCA means nickel cobalt aluminum, and it is exclusively the chemistry used in every Model S and every Model X. If you drive a Model 3 or a Model Y, your battery chemistry is either nickel manganese cobalt, abbreviated NMC, or lithium iron phosphate, abbreviated LFP. That is it. NCA is the highest energy density chemistry Tesla has ever used in a production vehicle, and that is a big part of why the original Model S delivered ranges that were remarkable for their time and still hold up today. Model X packs use high-energy NCA cells managed by a cautious battery management system that protects them from charging habits, road trip demands, and aggressive acceleration. That battery management system does more work than most owners realize. Understanding what it protects against is the foundation of everything else in this video. Second is how NCA actually degrades over time. A 2026 analysis of 259 real Tesla battery health diagnostics from a specialist workshop produced the most specific NCA data available right now. The 100 kilowatt-hour Model S and Model X battery packs averaged 95.3% state of health, proving that NCA chemistry ages exceptionally well. That is ahead of what most people expect from a chemistry that has been in production since 2012. The average fleet state of health across all 259 analyses was 89.1%, with vehicles at 200,000 kilometers or more still maintaining an average of 86.8%. NCA was sitting above that fleet average, which directly contradicts the assumption that NCA ages worse than NMC. For NMC owners, aggregated data shows most Teslas retain 85% to 90% of original capacity around 200,000 miles. NCA is performing at or above that range in the most recent diagnostics. For LFP owners, the early degradation curve is flatter, but long-term data beyond 150,000 miles is still maturing. Based on current numbers, all three chemistries are converging towards similar long-term retention when managed correctly. Third is charging habits, and this is where NCA diverges most clearly from both NMC and LFP. NCA is the most sensitive of the three chemistries to high states of charge, more sensitive than NMC and significantly more sensitive than LFP. If you own a Model S or Model X, and you have been using 90% or 95% as your daily limit for range buffer, you are holding your battery at a state of charge that is doing measurable long-term damage to NCA cells. The recommendation for NCA, based on data from 2026, is to keep daily charging at 80% or below, and to charge to 100% only immediately before a long trip, not the night before. Charge to 100% on the morning of the trip. Letting an NCA pack sit at 100% overnight puts it through hours of high state of charge stress that the battery management system cannot fully compensate for. For NMC owners, the same 80% rule applies, with slightly more tolerance for occasional higher charging. For LFP owners, charging to 100% regularly is not only acceptable, but recommended. NCA sits at the strictest end of this spectrum. Fourth is heat and cold tolerance, and NCA has a specific characteristic that sets it apart from other chemistries. Nickel-rich chemistries like the NCA cells in Model S and Model X offer strong performance, but slowly lose capacity over calendar time, even if you do not drive much. That concept of calendar time is what NCA owners need to understand, because NMC and LFP owners do not face this to the same degree. NCA chemistry ages from time and heat exposure even when the car is parked unused. A Model S sitting at 85% charge in a hot climate for weeks is experiencing degradation without a single mile being driven. NMC ages primarily from usage and charge cycles. LFP is the most resistant to calendar aging. NCA is the most vulnerable. For cold weather, NCA actually handles it reasonably well compared to LFP. The cold weather hierarchy puts NMC at the top, NCA in the middle, and LFP at the most affected end. For heat tolerance, the order reverses. LFP handles sustained heat best, NMC is in the middle, and NCA is the most sensitive to high ambient temperatures combined with high states of charge. Tesla Model S and Model X tend to degrade at about 2% to 2.5% per year, though the first year or two can see a slightly faster drop before things stabilize. In hot climates without careful charge management, that rate climbs. In moderate climates with disciplined charging, NCA owners regularly beat that average. If you have a Model S or Model X in a hot climate, covered parking and a 75% daily charge limit in summer is the most impactful habit you can build. Fifth is supercharging, and NCA has specific sensitivities worth understanding, separate from the other two chemistries. NCA cells generate more internal heat during DC fast charging than NMC cells at equivalent speeds. The nickel and cobalt content that gives NCA its high energy density also makes it more reactive during rapid charging. Tesla's battery management system compensates aggressively. That is why older Model S and Model X vehicles throttle supercharging speeds earlier and more noticeably than Model 3 and Model Y under the same conditions. The BMS is being conservative on purpose. Vehicles that use DC fast charging above 100 kilowatts for more than 12% of charging sessions can degrade by up to 3% per year, roughly double the rate of AC, only charging at approximately 1.5% per year. For NCA owners, this threshold matters more than it does for NMC or LFP. Keep supercharging to no more than 10% of total charging sessions where possible. That is stricter than the 20% to 25% threshold for NMC. When you do supercharge, stop at 80% rather than pushing higher. Heat generation drops significantly after 80% on any chemistry, but the benefit is most pronounced on NCA. Sixth is the long-term ownership verdict. NCA, nickel, cobalt, aluminum, is not the weak chemistry some owners assume, based on the age of the vehicles that carry it. The 100 kilowatt-hour Model S and Model X packs, averaging 95.3% state of health in diagnostic data from 2026, are a strong result. The cars that show early or dramatic degradation almost always have identifiable causes, such as high state of charge storage in hot climates, frequent supercharging to 100%, or very high mileage under hard conditions. Compared to NMC, NCA delivers similar long-term capacity retention when managed carefully, but it requires stricter attention to charge limits and heat. It is less forgiving than NMC, and significantly less forgiving than LFP. The reward is a battery that holds up extremely well at high mileage, in a vehicle that delivers more range and performance than any LFP-equipped Tesla on the market. Owners with the best NCA battery health at high mileage shared 3 consistent habits. First, daily charging at or below 80%. Second, use supercharging as a secondary rather than a primary charging method. Third, park under cover away from sustained heat. None of these are complicated. All of them compound significantly over years of ownership. Bonus: there is one issue specific to older NCA Model S packs that almost nobody talks about, and the 2026 diagnostic data makes it impossible to ignore. Moisture ingress in Model S packs is widespread, with 37 out of 259 analyses showing critical or high water levels. Moisture inside a battery pack accelerates corrosion of internal components and causes cell damage that good charging habits cannot prevent. It is a structural sealing issue with some early Model S packs, not something the owner caused. If you own a Model S built before 2020, getting a professional battery diagnostic that includes moisture assessment is worth doing before the problem progresses. A moisture issue caught early can often be addressed. One discovered after it has caused internal corrosion is a significantly more expensive problem. It does not show up in the Tesla app or in a standard range check. It requires a proper diagnostic from a technician with the right equipment. If you own a Model S or Model X and you have your own battery health numbers, please drop them in the comments with your model year and mileage. After building real-world data from NMC and LFP owners over the last few videos, I want to do the same for NCA. The more numbers we collect, the better the next video gets. If you want to be there when that comes out, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.